All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and try to do my little fitness thing. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do this. Hey, everybody. Okay, so this is really exciting, y'all. I am excited. I'm happy to see y'all. Let me see. Let me welcome everybody I see in the chat. Let's get the chat active, y'all. I want to see the likes. 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 What's going on, family? I can't believe it. Game changers. We finally here. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Can y'all hear me? I want to see if y'all, okay. I'll make sure you guys can hear me. We got the mic on. Your girl is ready. Ready, Freddy. Okay, let me see. Hey, everybody. Keep it. Okay, what's up, Sam? First time I caught your live. What's up, Jason? Good to see you. April, hello. What's up, Shane? I see B. It says it's O. I don't know who O is, but great to see you, O. I also see Luis. Okay, because Luis, I saw you first, sir. I saw you first. You said, I don't dare to chase. That is what I am talking about. Hey, Charles. I see Charles. I see, okay, love the content. Thank you, Joshua. Michael from Hanoi, a 30-year expat. Okay. Okay. Joshua, thank you for loving the content. What it do, boo. Okay, Shane is April and hey, April and Angelica. Yes, they're from Power Up, y'all. Those are my Power Up ladies in here in the chat. I see Angelica, of course. I say a lot for those in the back. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. Coming from Miami, Florida, Angelica. The mayor. Y'all, hasn't it been crazy? We have grown so. First off, I got to say to you guys, before I get started in my own little, what we're here to actually talk about, I have to say, first and foremost, y'all, how did we get to 100,000 in less than 4 months? Tell me how. Tell me how, y'all, because we did it together. I didn't do this. I'm a big believer in God. I'm a big believer in, sovereignty and what he's doing. But I absolutely have to be supported by somebody. And y'all have supported me. So I want to thank you guys for how far we've gone. Like, this is crazy. Okay. Like, what? Game changer, baby. Game changer. Let me see. Okay, St. Martin is in the house. Boop, boop, in the house. Okay, so dating game with our Black ladies are so sad and depressing this era. I see Dallas, Texas. Mo Money says he loves my work. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You seem cool. Thank you. I think I am cool. I think I'm pretty cool. Samantha Lee, Ireland. Wow, that's dope. Okay. Shola said, where do I find a wife that thinks like you? I think that you could find, to be honest with you, listen, here, that's a great question, Shola. And there's a complex response. I think that women that are spiritual tend to think like me. Okay. But I might be wrong. Y'all tell me. So it may be finding women in a church-like setting. Maybe you going into that type of realm is better. Okay. But you have a higher likelihood because, again, my whole thing is Proverbs 31 woman, right? And that's who I think is a high value woman, which we'll get into what y'all think is a high value woman. But to me, if that a Proverbs 31 woman, a woman that would be trying to be a Proverbs 31 woman would be in the church, right? So I think that you might find a lot more women that are, if they're more spiritual, you may find that they have those same value systems. Okay, so that's what I think. Am I becoming a dating coach? No, not doing that. No, ma'am. I have a lot of ideas. I think I've studied a lot, but I do not want to become a dating coach. That's not my thing. My whole thing, y'all, my platform is all about bringing awareness. It's really not about like, I don't want to coach, but I definitely want to let men know what's up. I definitely want to let women know what's up. And I think that my focus, if you guys have seen, is more like women, because my issue is with women. Honestly, as a woman, I feel like I can speak to women. And as a woman, I feel like I can put men on game about women. But really, it's about me, like, really trying to be a different kind of influence in a world where it seems like the women that are influencing our young girls are doing things that I don't want my daughter to do. So I felt like God put in my spirit to be something completely different. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I'm doing it. And that's why I'm as bold as I am, even though there are people that are bolder than me in this space. Let's be real. But that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. You only chase when people are equally doing the work. I have something to say about that. Because of you, Sam, it's the content you bring in. That's what attracts. Thank you. Because you stay consistent, loyal, and gave us great content. Thank you. Yeah. You brought contact. Whatever I watch is blessed. Hey, what's up? It's me, Ralph Gravely. What's up, Ralph Gravely? Power Up is in the building. What's up, friend? Thank you, Gregory. 215. Thank you so much. Thank you. Vietnamese women are perfect wives, feminine, cooperative, but not for me because I want a Muslim wife. Well, Michael, you might have a lot more luck doing that. Mm-hmm. How are you on this fine day? I'm doing great. Love all your content, which is very helpful. God bless you. You're welcome. Not a problem. And I see Rod is in the building. I see I have gorgeous cheekbones. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Let me see. All right, guys. So as we Joshua said something very exactly, Shane. Okay, and exactly. Unspoken Atlanta. What's up, sir? We just did a live together recently. On cruise season. You got to get me back on. Oh, so you work with cruise season Unspoken? Is that what you do? Just keep doing what I'm doing. We got to get you on the show soon. All right, old school, don't run, stop chasing before you fall and hurt yourself. 5 have strong, 5 black, 5 browns, professional sisters in Detroit, no pun intended. Y'all can be fickle. That's why I go hard on a chick, no hiney kissing. Okay, well, there you go then. Okay. Okay, Claymore with the Claymore. Come on. He said truth demands accountability. Stay relentless. Claymore, I'm gonna dig a little deeper in what you're saying. Thank you, Claymore. Let's give a round of applause for Claymore. Claymore out here really putting it together. And I would love to say, sir, truth demands accountability. Stay relentless. For a man to say that that truth demands accountability, there's a lot of people in general that are unwilling to take accountability, right? There's a lot of people that are unwilling to do that. And so for you to say that, sir, I think that speaks to your character as a man. So you go ahead, Claymore. Do the thing. Do it. Okay? You do it, sir. So guys, before we get started in our topic tonight, because I'm excited about talking about what we're gonna talk about, I have to show you guys what we have done together, y'all. Yes, your girl got it in front of her. Your girl got it in front of her, y'all. You see this? This is because of you guys, man. This is because of you guys. The YouTube Play Prize. We got the first award, baby. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. You don't even understand. This is amazing. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. Yay. But anyway, guys, thank you so much, Jonathan. I see that. Williams, Scott, thank you, Louise, thank you, K-Hawk. So, guys, we came here to really talk about some real things, okay? So yesterday I posted about something and it was called, and I might try to pull it up on here, y'all. I don't know. Listen, Rodney, Sam going to 200K. Let me stay focused, y'all. But today we want to talk about, why are men not attracted to or pursuing high value women? Reason why I say this, guys, is because there's a lot of women that feel like higher value men, like the men I'm talking to tonight, they don't feel like men are approaching them, right? So we need to talk about that. We need to talk about, why is there a disconnect? Men are saying they want a certain kind of woman. It's clear, y'all, on all platforms. My Proverbs 31, Proverbs 7, all these different things, all these attributes that I'm listing, they're all saying that men are looking for a certain kind of woman, right? But there's a disconnect because we're seeing men be with the opposite woman that they say that they want. So I want to know what you guys are. What is the lack? You know, I said a couple things yesterday. I'm gonna try to play the game and pull it up for you guys so we can just talk about it. But I want to understand what I don't understand, you guys, and what I think a lot of women. I think there's some women in the chat. Some women are like, okay, well, yeah, there's a breach. There's something that's in between that we don't understand. What's the difference between, okay, A, we want this kind of woman, and B, we're not really pursuing this kind of woman, right? And I listed a couple of things yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and find it. But I think the first thing that we want to discuss is, guys, what kind of woman? Now, I've said what I think, y'all, that I think women should be. But I want to know, what do you think? As men, I want to hear from men, because women, we can decide what men want. And we're not we are not the authors of that, right? And I think that men have made it very clear, like, women, y'all have tried to tell us what we should and should not like, and we tired of that. Okay. So I want to hear from men. What do you think? What do you think is a high value woman? How do we define a high value woman? And I'm going to pull up, I think, the community chat. Let me see if I can find it, y'all, while we're here. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to see, because I asked this question yesterday about high value women, low value women, or what y'all define as a high value woman. So let me see. Okay, so I got comments. Let me see if I can share the screen so we can read them together, y'all. Let me see if I could do that. I'm gonna try to do news layout. Y'all pray for me. Your girl's gonna try to do something. Okay, share screen. Okay, close tip. I know. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to look at the love Samantha Lee. We're gonna look at this. Okay, we're gonna look at together. We gonna let me first see what y'all see. Okay, y'all don't see what I see. Yeah, let me actually make myself smaller so that you can really see what people are saying here. Okay, you may not still see it, but that's okay. I'm gonna read what y'all say. B says, a woman who's true to herself, everything she does, and whomever she's dealing with. Got Crystal Ramirez, a woman who knows her own worth and value as a woman, friend, daughter, sister, and or mother. A woman who wants to walk a path beside you, not because she has to, but because she wants to share that life with you. A woman that recognizes the soft side behind the wall of masculinity, wants to help or share in his or her fears, hopes, dreams, and aspirations instead of trying to use them against them to gain their own successes. That's good. That's good. I like that definition, y'all. But again, that's me as a female saying that. Tim says, actually, y'all, I'm going to read all the men. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read all the men's responses here. Excellent listener, spiritual, strong mental health, emotional balance, maturity, strong leaders on several levels in terms of relationship building, and the ability to illustrate warmth and accountability. This is Tim saying that. And Tim, I think you want a strong woman. That's what that's telling me, Tim. You want a strong woman. You're not afraid of that. Which a lot of women are saying, oh, men are afraid of strong women. Tim is saying, nah, I want all that strength. I just want it directed in the right way. I see Doc. Doc says, beautiful, friendly, considerate, respectful, helpful, and asset fit, homemaker, and a splash of humility. Beautiful, friendly, considerate, helpful, an asset fit, homemaker, and a splash of humility. Now, y'all, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that that's accurate? Y'all think that that's accurate? Um, what's the next one? Oh, hold up, I see a Cash App, y'all. Come on, Marvel. I see. Okay, y'all. We listen. While we do this, let me exit out of this screen. Let me exit out because I'm actually going to share a video that I did yesterday. But I see Marvelous Mac just sent the Cash App. Marvelous Mac said, shout out to you for the good work, great work. Thank you, Marvelous Mac. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to listen. If you send me a Cash App on here, I am going to read your name out and I'm going to give you your props. I thank you guys for supporting me. I've definitely worked hard. Y'all know there's not many channels that are putting out 3 pieces of content every day. So I just thank you guys so much for sewing into me. That means a lot to me. Okay. So I see on here, as Shane says that that's accurate. Claymore says, a woman who pursues virtuous attributes and noble characteristics, dignity, decency, and respect, confident yet humble. Wow. Okay. I see that. Shane says that that's accurate. Wisdom is better than gold. I want the wisdom to get golden. Don't forget the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Shane, for saying that. 30 male, a high value woman is kind, feminine, elegant, modest, and inspiring. Okay. Okay. I honestly, a successful businesswoman is usually on their own purpose. Can 2 purpose-driven people meet in the middle and have a successful marriage? That's a great question, Charles. And this is what I have to say to that. I think that 2 people, because I did a quote recently with Dr. Miles Monroe. He did a whole thing about how he felt that 2 individuals have to be whole, right? 2 individuals have to be whole to come together. That if one person is deprived or starving of some things, right, that person will be looking for people in order to feed their attention, their approval, and their need to feel important, right? Those are the things that somebody would be looking for in a relationship. And he felt like that is the wrong reason why someone should look for a relationship, right? And so, yes, rest in power, Dr. Miles Monroe, y'all. But it's just if you are looking for a woman that has her own business savvy, I think that that's not wrong. Here's where I find women get it wrong. And ladies, I hope you listen up. Okay. I see a lot of women operating in a sense of like, oh, I got it. So what do you bring to the table? Like, okay. And that's not wrong, right? But it's very aggressive to come at a man in a way that feels disrespectful, almost like challenging his masculinity, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to make a man feel less than. There's a way to see what a man brings to the table. And y'all, tell me if I'm wrong. Men, come on in the chat, because there's women on here that want to know what you're saying. But I think that there's a level of understanding what a man brings to the table, right? And then there's another aspect of it of like, okay, allowing that man to show that without it feeling like I'm aggressively trying to pull it out of you, right? Like you show up in a date like this, y'all, and the woman's like, okay, so what you about to do in my life? You gonna pay my bills? You gonna pay my rent? I got a baby in daycare. What's up? I think that's not going to bring about the results that we're gonna get. And I think that for me, as a woman looking at that, I think that that's why a lot of men, because women are looking for a transaction, and I think business women are more likely to seem transactional because they're coming across very strong, right? So I think that there's a certain level of being able to say, listen, I'm open for a masculine presence. He may not be a millionaire, right? And that's okay. That's okay, y'all. We don't need to be with millionaires. It's all right. It's like if there's a good man in our lives, or there's a good man in front of us, it's very important for us to leave an open space for a leader, for someone that can potentially come into our lives and do X, Y, and Z, right? And that's what I think. I think two business people absolutely can come together, but I think that there has to be a certain level of respect for what role each other is going to play in each other's lives. That's what I think. I think I could be with a man that's successful. I think I'm successful at this point. If I'm with somebody that's successful, there's a certain part of me that understands what value a man brings. And I think that that's what's missing in the conversation. I don't think women see the value in having or being with a man. And that's what we're missing. And I think I think men. Oh, thank you, Pam. Y'all, Pam also sold into the Cash App. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you, love. I'm go ahead and heart y'all. Thank you, Pam. Pam is part of the group, so I gotta go ahead and thank you, boo. Thank you. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. I think that that's what it is. I don't think it's necessarily about a woman being a businesswoman. It's understanding the value that a man brings outside of, oh, he got money. We don't need to, that's not what this is. That's not what relationships are just about, money. For me, I don't like making decisions, right? I'm an indecisive woman. A man in my life will be decisive. And that will help me at least 80%. So I think that there's a lot of value. I think, and also because I've been married before, so I also understand that being in relationships and having been married, there's things that men do bring in your life that can make your life better. And it may not necessarily be money. It may just be a second point of view. Like, should I eat? What should I do today? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I just having that person to speak to, and we can make business moves and decisions together. Those are things that men bring value. And I don't know if Atlanta Unspoken is still on, but when Atlanta Unspoken was still on, he would know that when that conversation was going down at cruise season, there was women that were like, I'm confused as to what value a man actually brings. And that's where I think that we as women need to figure that aspect of things out, right? That's the part that I think that we've gotten so lost in, the fact that we make money now, that we now say, okay, well, we make money, so what are y'all here for now? What are you going to do for me that I don't already have, since now the money thing, you're not only solely providing? And that's where I think that's what we need to talk about. That's the real stuff that we need to talk about, period. Because I think that women don't understand, due to the lack of fathers being in the home, women not really understanding, or you can also experience some of these things by fathers being extremely present, right? Fathers being so supportive and so there that now any man coming in, she's like, I don't see your value unless you're doing what daddy did for me. Which, y'all, I'm kind of like that too. I've been spoiled by good dads, so I have that thought process as well, where it can diminish the men that come into your life because you had such a father figure that did X, Y, and Z. So you like, okay, well, what we doing, but at this end of the day, I think that it's us really understanding what a father brings. So let me go ahead into the chat. So I think men, okay, so Dennis is saying this. Well, I think men should dare to pursue the dreams they deserve, to include a good woman. I hear that, Dennis. I think that it should include, but like I've always said in all my stuff, I think that where men kind of have gotten it wrong, where I've seen, is that they pursue women more than they pursue their dreams. Women like men that are ambitious. I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from, as you know, I have a group of women. Women like men that are ambitious, that are chasing purpose. They don't want a man that's just looking for a woman to put on a pedestal and just run after. Okay. So I think if there's a balance, that's a good thing, Dennis. I really do. I have a food stamp card. What's up? I think Michael, Michael, we're not doing this today, Michael. We're not doing this today, Michael. Okay, Lewis said the holy alpha spirit. Okay. Okay. What does that entail, Luis? Amen is the presence of the man, priceless. Men and women need to see the value in each other. Rodney, exactly. And that's what I think is missing. We need to see the value in each other. I wish I knew how to pin comments on here. How do I pin a comment? Can I? I don't know what to do, but I want to star that. I want there it is. Oh, I can do that. Men and women need to see the value in each other. Rodney, that is what I think is really missing. I think that because we have first off, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I've seen some videos of women online. That's mainly what made me really upset and started doing what I'm doing now. Okay, because I didn't like what I was seeing. I saw the video with a woman who asked this man to come and give her son some McDonald's, and he came and she was mad because he didn't feed her other kids. What? Are we serious? And then you're going to put them on social media on blast and make it go viral? Who raised you? Who raised you to diminish a man that's actually out here trying to take care of his kids? Yeah, he didn't. There's people that say, oh, he should have bought all the kids food. Okay. But if she had other children by other men, where were their fathers at? So the man that shows up, the only man that shows up to give his kids some food is the one that you penalize and put on camera to embarrass in front of the world. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. That's the man you do that to. And it angers me, y'all, because I'm seeing men get disrespected by women every single day because they have issues that they have not worked out within themselves. If we're going to be real, there is a self-sabotaging spirit that's running around amok, where women are sabotaging relationships with good men every day because of their aspects of self-sabotage, their own internal compass that is driving men away and keeping women single when they want to be in relationships. Okay? Okay, let me hide this. I'm sorry. Let me get off this. Too many variables. Men don't express themselves well. I hear that. It all depends on their upbringing. Roxanne, you have a great point. I do think that's. I think men are getting better at expressing themselves. I think men are the most vocal they've ever been. But I can see where you're coming from, sis. I can see that. I have been with men that have not been able to, even on a date level, have not been able to communicate very well. Outside of texting me, so that's I can see that. Okay, so we have women need to tone the yapping down. What did he say? Hold up. I don't know if I need to even read this, y'all. What did you say here? Amen. Okay. This is rare to hear from a woman. When a man is focused on perfecting himself, he will attract the right kind of woman because he is disciplined. He will reject the wrong kind of woman who are in the. Christopher, where are you, sir? Come on, Christopher. That's what I'm talking about, sir. Exactly. When you're pursuing purpose, and y'all, I'm going to get spiritual. I have to get spiritual. I'm a spiritual woman. Jesus pursued purpose. Guess what? He attracted and found and was, because he was so focused in his spirit, because he was so focused on his purpose, guess what? He knew who belonged and who didn't. He even knew who would betray him and who wouldn't. He knew who to keep close to him and who shouldn't be close to him, because he was close to the ear of God, to the ear and mouth of God. He didn't allow the things and the storms of this life to get in the way of purpose. And I think that if we are all purpose driven and purpose focused, we will find and be able to weed out who does and who does not belong. Period. But thank you, Christopher, for that. I love that. This is rare to hear from a woman. Thank you, Brewer. Hi, Roxanne. Look at Shane out here making friends out here. Go ahead, Shane. You better do it. Thank you, Samantha's dad. I caught your shorts pretty good. Thank you, E. Riley. I appreciate that. Purpose chaser. Come on. Purpose chaser. Um, oh, so that yeah. We gotta lock in a collab on a stream soon. Okay, unspoken. Okay, unspoken Atlanta. Let me go back down. Let me go all the way down, y'all. The comments are coming in, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all know I like I don't know if you guys have ever seen me on any type of other live. I love lives. I thrive in live. I love this. I love this engagement. So we doing it, baby. Come on, T. Look, T, I now know how to say your name, girl. Hey, T. Hey, T Boo. Okay. Great to see you, mama. Listen, alpha men don't need a relationship, but truly, truly appreciates one. I love that, Luis. That's it. I think if men all adopted an understanding, like, I think that there's some men that really think that if I pursue a relationship or pursue this woman so heavily, that that's going to make her want me and respect me. And that's not true. That is not true. I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest with you in my life, okay? There have been men that have heavily pursued me. There have been men that have not. The men that have kind of indicated interest, but kind of allowed me to make my own decisions on some level were the ones I was the most attracted to. And that's me keeping it 100 with y'all. We say we want a man that pursues us in a certain way, but I think that when it comes across like, oh, he's, and I'm gonna say this, he's desperate for me, he needs me, I'm the only woman he's thinking about, that woman's not gonna respect you on the same level. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. You almost have to act like you got a roster, even if you don't. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Gotta keep it G. Keep it Sigma. Keeping my Sigma males are in the chat. I know my Sigmas are out here. Keep it Sigma. Keep it Alpha. Okay. A woman who can hear God's voice. That's good. Hi, beautiful, stunning Sam. I follow you on Instagram. Swaggerlicious, classic, humble, radiant woman of God. Princess Alice Benji. Hey, boo. Great to see you, mama. I see you on my lives on IG. I appreciate the love. Thank you, guys. We growing. Again, you guys, I actually have tears in my eyes because I'm thinking about how today's kind of a bittersweet day for me. Side note, I had my dog of 19 years passed away this morning, and I already had scheduled this live, so I wasn't going to miss it. But it's just like bittersweet, you guys, because we have grown so much on this platform. We've grown. I mean, YouTube, my TikTok platform has grown tremendously. It's crazy, right? And then we're here we are on Instagram growing tremendously. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's incredible, y'all. I know that by the end of the year, God is going to blow our minds because you seeing real change out here. We're seeing women that are literally changing their entire thing, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but even the Black China to Angela White thing. Y'all, I am so proud of a woman that was making that kind of money, doing one thing, saying money, every dollar ain't worth making. Like, I'm going to stop the whole OF job and I'm going to go and get baptized and clean my image up and take all this stuff out and absolutely be gorgeous, right? On the and look like this, like I can see her spirit. That's what it's erupting a change in our women right now. There's an eruption of change, and I'm so happy to be somebody that's a part of that movement. Like, let's bring these virtuous women back. Let's bring women of value back. Let's bring women that have integrity and morality and are not trying to just make a dollar to make a dollar. Like, no. Be like, there's y'all, let me not get into that because that's a whole nother animal. Discernment is a necessity. My prayer life has improved so much because of Dr. Monroe's book, The Power of Prayer. Dennis, I think that when I watched him recently, and my pastor quotes him all the time, Dr. Miles Monroe is a whole nother animal, y'all. You talking about spiritual growth? You talking about going to the next level? That's it. Love you, T. Rod Kelly. Okay, he said that's called being equally yoked. Absolutely. Mr. Lunch for Dinner, Samantha Lee. What's up? What's up? It is I. I'm here. I'm actually real, you guys. Okay, so hold on. Look at you. Look, Angelica, the mayor, baby. The mayor of Power Up sent me, also sold into the Cash App. Got a shout out to y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. And even if you guys want me to, answer specific questions, go ahead. I'm going to answer the questions that, in the super chat, I'll answer all the questions that you guys have for me. Okay. Within reason. But even if you ask me a question that I can't answer directly, I'll still answer it. So let's keep it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. Let me see what's this. Y'all, why am I chat acting up? Lead the right situation. Let me go back down. All right. Make courting a part of culture again. Captain Taco, let me ask you a question. That's funny. Captain Taco. I'm gonna show this on the chat, y'all. We gotta bring this up. I just want to ask you. Are you a male or a female, Captain Taco? I think you are a male, but I'm just gonna ask. Are you a male? Because there's a point that I'm trying to drive home here. I'll wait for Captain Taco to respond. We're not gonna laugh at no donations, y'all, because donations are a donation, period. And if you are going to do Cash App, go ahead. And if you want to ask me a question on the Cash App, go ahead and do it. But I just want to know if Captain Taco is a 36-year-old male. Y'all, this is what I'm trying to say, Captain Taco. And I appreciate you. Thank you, sir, for putting that in. This is a man saying he wants to court a woman again. That's what we're not talking about in society. We're not talking about quality men out here that want to court women, that don't want to hook up. They want a real connection. There's probably women in the chat that are actually surprised by Captain Taco saying this. Real talk. I think that there's going to be women that are surprised by you saying that, sir, because I think women really think that all men want to just play around. Really. And I think there are men that want to play around, but you sound intentional, sir. Okay, so thank you, Orenthal. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it because you can tell I've kind of been crying all day. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye. We go way back. I got him when I was 14, y'all. I'm 33. Okay, so I got him when I was 14, 33. Hold up. I think I see a super chat. I see a super chat here. Hold up. Thank you. Wow. Y'all, did you see that? Hold on. Let me put it. Did y'all see this? It says God on it. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all, I got a super chat that has peace and love on it. It's from God, but it won't let me show it. I want to show it. How do I do it? It says God on it, y'all. How do I get to it? Oh my goodness. I just want to show you guys it says God on it. That's going to make me cry. Okay, I'm not going to cry today. I'm not doing it. Oh, here it is. Show. Okay. Show. Wow. Yeah. Y'all see that? Now, I don't know how I feel about that because it's somebody, but I feel like I'm just going to take it like God's right here smiling on me. That's beautiful. Thank you. That's going to do something to my spirit. Okay. Let me stop doing that. Y'all know I'm female. I'm emotional. Media has corrupted relationships. Absolutely, Dennis. I agree. Bad experiences have contaminated expectations. That's it. Bad experiences have contaminated. Come on. Claymore, you're coming back up here because that's real. I see a Cash App. T. Y'all, T hit it. T hit it with the Cash App. T, you gonna make me cry, sis. You gonna make me cry. I love you, boo. Thank you. It says, for I will forever support and root for you. Y'all gonna make me cry tonight. Why are you doing this? Oh my gosh. Y'all are okay. I'm gonna stop. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Thank you, Louise. Thank you. God in the chat. Would never expected that one, right? I would have never expected. God has a YouTube and he's watching me. God has a YouTube and he's watching me. What? Thank you. So anyway, guys, burn the Jezebels inside. And that's the thing, you guys. You know, people don't like us talking about the Jezebel spirit, but y'all, the Jezebel spirit is a real thing. Okay, we got to talk about that because it manifests as the narcissistic spirit, or it comes across like people don't like talking about the Jezebelic spirit. I get it, but the spirit of Jezebel is actually the narcissistic spirit. It has these same traits. It's manipulative. It's grandiose thinking. Things that, you know, that's it's one and the same. A man can have a Jezebelic spirit in spiritual terms for people that are what they call hyper spiritual. It could be in men and women. Exactly. God's royal can be in men and women. I think a lot of people think that it's only with women or only, you know, because it's a woman or whatever. But I think that we have to be aware that it happens in both. Okay. All right. So guys, I'm going to go and look at a video on my page that I just did. Okay. It's a short that I just did. If my YouTube channel want to show up. And then, well, my internet want to act slow right now, but that's okay. We're going to pull it up and we're going to watch it together. Okay. And I think that, Tay, I just reached out, girl. You missed me shouting you out, mama. But Tay, I love you, boo. Thank you, T. Thank you, T. I appreciate you, T. I don't know why I keep calling you Tay. T, duh. I don't know why I want to do you like that, T. I don't know why I want to do. I want to make your name so much more like more exotic, whatever. Thank you. Thank you. Dara, I love you, boo. So God's royal rose. Okay, y'all. T is a literally so sweet. God's royal rose wants to ask us, so why don't men chase? I'm confused. Y'all, I think that there's a lot of hypothesis for this, but I'm gonna let the men in the chat answer. Men, why don't y'all chase? Why don't y'all chase? And I'm be honest with you, Royal Rose, I don't tell men to chase. I would tell no high value, self-respecting man to chase. Perspective. But go ahead, y'all. Why don't men chase? Louise says alphas don't chase because we are strong-minded. April says I have two brothers. They chase. She's saying that men will chase after what they want. Shane says women are put off by a chase or desperate men. Shane, listen, Shane. Okay, I'm gonna star it because you're right. Oh, hold on. I'll put it right here. That's sorry. That meant high value women normally don't date down while men do. Okay. Betas chase you though. Okay. We don't chase, we pursue. Thank you, Rodney. Where's the woman that liked the farming style? Captain Taco says he's not chasing because he's tired of rejection. He said continuous rejection. He doesn't want to put himself out there to be rejected. If I start connecting with a woman, is chasing, I chase. So basically, if the energy is reciprocated, chasing makes you tired. Why ruin my shoes chasing? Not worth it. It ends bad. A man's energy needs to be directed at building the future he wants to give his future. Okay, I see that. because we respect ourselves. The reason is I don't believe a man should be given 100% to a woman and she's giving back 50%. So he's basically saying if the energy ain't reciprocated, then what are we actually doing? Men should chase excellence. So I think here, y'all, and Royal Rose, I'm actually going to hide your comment now. I don't advise men to chase. I think that men do that. Oh, Claymore, I'm gonna show your thing, and I'm gonna finish my statement. I think that chase, right? It puts the woman at a higher value, or she feels like she's a higher value than the man that she's with. So if I'm dealing with a woman, or if I'm pursuing a woman and I'm doing everything I can, I'm in her DMs, I'm pursuing, she automatically, I'm of a higher value than the dude that's pursuing me, right? Or chasing me, not pursuing. Pursuing is not wrong. Chasing is another thing. Chasing is like, I'm trying to persuade you to see the value in me. I don't think a man that knows his value should persuade a woman to do anything, period. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. When you chase and you put a woman on a pedestal, she then looks at you from her pedestal, looking down at you. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want a woman to see you for who you are and what value you bring. Period. So Claymore says some men have been contaminated by past hurt. Brothers seek healing prior to pursuing new relationships. Claymore, where did you get all this wisdom? Where did you get all this wisdom, sir? Yes. I think that there's a lot of men that are hurting, and rightly so. I'm not saying y'all shouldn't be hurting, because there's a lot that I think that we're now coming to a place in society where we can accept a man being hurt. We can accept a man being needing healing, needing extra support, like that a man actually does need support. A man actually does need a woman to emotionally connect with him in a certain way. Like, we're just now understanding that men need these things. And I do believe that there is so much value in men healing, because just like women, if we don't heal, we attract the same or a worse spirit with the next one. So it's very much important that you guys do heal and not just jump onto something else. Okay. That's not necessarily going to help you. All right. Let me see. So thank you, Claymore. Next one. Michael, what's your zodiac sign? And do you think a couple must be astrologically compatible to make a relationship work? My zodiac sign is Scorpio, and we have a lot of overlap, and I don't subscribe to astrological. I am, y'all know I'm Christian. I know my zodiac sign. I don't know everything about it, know what day I am on and all that stuff. I know what I am. And so what I'll say is that for me, I think it's more about us having our core values are aligned. I think that that's more important for me than being in a situation with a man that has we're supposedly aligned. And that's not to disrespect anybody. That's just perspective. I think that when we have our value systems are aligned, and I think our work ethic is aligned, and we can do certain things are that are similar. I think that people should be more similar than they are different. I think that really does make a good for a good relationship. In fact, there's statistics that back that up. That similar stays together longer. Opposites attract, similar people stay together. So, all right, let me go down a little bit, and then y'all are listen. Thank you, General Account. Said such a heroine. I'm gonna show that. I love that. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna actually try to show this video that I've been trying to show, because it's a short. And of course, my internet want to act up again, but we gonna make this thing happen. Let me go ahead and, did I do this yesterday? Okay, here we go. Here we go. This one actually did really well. So I'm gonna try to pause it. Ooh, I'm gonna try to not. I'm gonna try to do like the middle, so nothing. No. Pause. Okay. Sorry, y'all. All right. So now I'm gonna try to show you what I'm looking at. Okay. So this is actually me looking at me, which is funny, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna okay. Let me see. All right. So this is the video. It is I. It's me. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm gonna go, and this is the video. All right, y'all. Why are many men not attracted to or pursuing a high value woman if that's what they say they want? I know what you're thinking. Let's get into it. Let's get into
Girl
it.
got an answer for you.
Okay.
Here are 4 reasons why I think this is so.
Number 1, timing.
Might be the ideal woman, but it's the wrong time. Whatever reason, he's not ready to settle down yet. Number 2, less excitement. A virtuous woman, a spiritual woman may not seem as fun as a woman who's not. That's a myth though, guys. High value women are fun. Number 3, skepticism. Women of quality and substance are hard to find. So a man may be saying, she's too good to be true. Something got to be wrong. She must be after something. There's a lie in here somewhere. I got to find it.
And their suspicion can keep them from the woman they say they want.
Number 4, he has not healed from past traumatic experiences, whether that be past relationships, trauma. He hasn't healed because he's broken. He's attracted to broken. All right, y'all.
Okay,
Why
y'all.
are
Well,
many
I'm gonna
men
pause this.
not attracted
Hold
to?
on. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna stop sharing my this content. And so I wanna ask the men, since we're on here, do you think I was speaking facts? That's what I want to know. Do you guys think that that was accurate? Because at some point I might not be accurate. Okay, so let's get into it. Get you every time. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, so sorry. True King doesn't have a queen. You're my dream woman. Timing is important. Bless soul. Thank you. I was married for almost 13 years. I gave everything. She left. Okay. I agree with 1 and 3. So I think number 1 was timing. I have it written down somewhere. Hold on. I got it written down, y'all. I think I have it written down. So I said, so let me check the Carfax here. I said timing, less excitement, skepticism. So you're saying timing and skepticism is the reason why men are not pursuing women that they say that they want. So they're like, okay, I'm not ready to settle down. I'm for the streets. I'm not really looking for nothing serious. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing. And that's why I'm not gonna pursue this value or a quality woman, because I'm not ready. And I respect that. And number 3 was skepticism. Like, this is too good to be true. The shoe is going to drop. Women like this don't exist. So because it's so hard for me to believe, there's got to be something wrong with her type of situation. Gabriel, a lot. Let me show you. You hit the $4.99, and so I have to give you a shout and a little dance for you. You're gonna do a little dance for you. Hey, we're gonna do a little dance for you. So thank you. Okay, thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate that. Timing is everything. 2 and 4, I don't know about. Okay, so two, to your point, Jack King, that was less excitement. So you don't think that it's because you don't think that women are not, it's not because they're exciting. Is that what we're saying? Okay. Timing is everything. Timing as well as compatibility. A lot of women are for the streets. Communication. he said, if I'm the boss, then she ain't a co-boss. Okay, well, I hear that. Okay. Captain Taco, guys. Thank you, Captain Taco. Would you like, I'm gonna do a little dance for you? I'll do a little dance for you. Your girl's kind of goofy, y'all. I'm goofy. As Power Up would say, Miss Sammy. Okay, so Had 12 years of sickness in my 20s, and now I'm in my 30s, and the dating prospects are trash. You had 12 years of sickness in your 20s. Well, your 20, did you start at 18 and you were sick your entire 20s? Because your 20s is 10 years. Okay. Now I'm in my 30s and the dating prospects are trash where I live in my age range. Tons of single moms. Looking at other younger options seem more promising. So, Kentako, are you opposed to dating a woman that has children? There's no judgment here. Just want to know. It sounds like you're like, I don't want to date women who have kids, so I'm going to start dating younger women. Only thing that I have younger women that I will say is that younger women are not younger women back in the day. Younger women are on different wavelengths here. And that's what we're trying to fix with different platforms, but younger women aren't like younger women, if you know what I mean. Younger women got different things going on. So we're fixing that though. We're fixing it. I see Jerome. Hello, Jerome. I was going to comment when he is. I know the time has already started. Dang, I missed it. Hi, Sam. Hey, Jason, what's up? Passport is essential. Taka. Okay, Captain Taka. If I find something younger, I'm hesitant to ask. The society views older men as predatory. And that's the thing, Captain Taco. That's the part that it's definitely challenging, because as a man in your 30s now, going too young, somebody could look at that as predatory because she's young, doesn't have as much experience. But I also think that if our, mid-20s, late 20s, is that not an option for you? Because I think mid to late 20s is a good range. That doesn't look predatory to me. I think young 20s or early 20s is a little bit young, but again, your preferences are not a problem. I want to say that first. Just because society shames you for your preferences doesn't mean that's accurate. As long as it's legal and you're not, harming someone with your preferences, I don't think that your preferences are a problem, nor do I want to normalize that. I've gone hard about that I don't think it's right for people to demonize your preferences. I think that just because I may not be your preference, right? I'm a woman in my 30s. I may not be your preference, and I have a child. It may not be your preference, and that's okay. I don't need to become your preference. I need to just respect that I may not be your cup of tea, instead of shaming you for not wanting me. We all have people that are going to want us. And I think that when we have that scarcity mentality, we can become haters of what somebody else says they want. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to want me. Then that's okay. Okay. So that's what I'll say, Captain Taco. That's what I'll say. Goofy one, look for goofy one. Jason Gates, got to shout you out. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. You guys can, okay, younger women are similar to kids, but not all of them, though. Abriel, I agree. I think that a lot of younger women are similar to kids. It's almost like having a teenager. You are beautiful. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. I was sick from 21 to 33. Wow. Captain Taco, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Liver failing on you is not, I mean, you are blessed to be here on this live with us. So thank you for showing up. I mean, wow. Good for you, sir. I mean, I'm just glad that you are well. I'm glad that you sound like you're in your right frame of mind, and now you're looking for love. That's beautiful. Love that. Most younger women have been raised by older women with problems. Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Older women that may feel like they've have some male situations going on. So that's that. Many states make 16 the legal age. Mexico celebrates quinceañera 15th birthday. Now, I don't know if messing with a 15-year-old is where I would like for that. That's not where we should. I understand dealing with younger women, right? Because as a woman that is older, that has had experience, yes, there are more things that I have expectations for as it relates to a man that a younger woman wouldn't. I'm also more realistic than a younger woman, because a younger woman is just coming into the game and thinking, hey, I need a horse and a chariot. I need a man with who's verified with millions of subscribers, or millions of followers, so that I could be with him. So there's a level of unrealistic and not really knowing what is of value or what is a good guy to go after. That's what I will say about younger women today. We are fixing, because I think that we have to have a better understanding of what that is. So on this live, y'all, we talked what is a high value woman? And we have a couple definitions, but essentially beautiful, feminine, submissive, somebody that is an asset, somebody that is going to be spiritually, have a moral compass. And I also saw some intelligence in there, but somebody that's not combative, not that combative. That's what I saw. Okay, I might be wrong, but that's what I saw. I can go back and see. But it was more about being beautiful and things like that. But we can't negate the attractiveness factor, guys. But I know men are very visual, right? I think that men, if you see something visual, you can bypass all your other things and be like, oh, she bad. So that's what we got to work on. Just because she bad don't mean everything you got a wife because she bad. That's a whole nother animal. Yes, I am from Atlanta. Okay, I am only 18, but learning adult relationships. Abriel, I think that being 18 is a good age. Definitely take your time. I mean, you're gonna learn about relationships, but yeah, enjoy being young, but also be wise, make wise decisions, and don't go about it the way that our society is teaching us. Okay, that's one thing I have to say. Men are not cash registers. Men are not cash machines. That's not what their purpose is. It's a connection. It's a value. Like, our values align? Do we make sense together? Are we both trying to go to school? Are we both trying to, get married in several years? Are we both trying to graduate and do X, Y, and Z? Like, are we aligned in how we think about relationships and how we want to conduct the rest of our lives? Like, a value alignment is so much more important, especially at 18. Just seeing, okay, do you believe in what I believe? Do you see what I see? I think we get so caught up in like, what can this person provide for me, versus like we're actually aligned, Are you what you're pursuing? Come on, Claymore. Are you what you're pursuing? Very good. Very good. A great cook, high value. Okay. Okay, great cook as well, ladies. There's some ladies in the chat that definitely are some good cooks. Louise, I'm a little concerned that these 16, 15 stuff. Okay, that's young. That's like teenager young. That's too young. Ordinary girl is the holy grail. Someone who prays and is talented. Okay. Today's day is really based on status and not the person. I agree, Rudy Anthony. I agree. I think it is about status and not the person. And that's the thing, you guys, that really frustrates me, because status doesn't mean anything. Status ain't going to keep you in a relationship. Just because somebody has that, whether the female has status, a man has status, that's not going to keep you nowhere. Are you respectful? Do you have integrity? Are you going to appreciate me? Are you going to continue to see the value in me? Are we going to, who do you become when you are stressed? Who do you become when, things aren't necessarily going your way? Like, those things matter. Character matters so much more than status and money. People leaving billionaires every single day. That is not what's going to keep nobody there. Period. Okay, I see Sloan. I'm 61. I look 45 and fit. Have had a roster in DR in Colombia for 20 years. Okay. I'm sorry, Sloan. Let me go down, sir. Let me go down. Let me read this. Let me read this. Okay. Let me read this. I didn't I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Sloan. I wasn't ready. But I appreciate the super chat. He said, I gotta read it, y'all. He's 61 fit. He has had a roster in DR and Colombia for 20 years. My main man is 29 and lives in my condo in the DR. The 25-year-old Caribbean women are mature. I would never deal with a US 25-year-old because they are grammar school kids and can't make my morning coffee without any drama. Sloan, you a real deal Holyfield, ain't you? Sloan said, look, I'm 61, but I look 45. And I got a roster in 2 countries, baby. I'm well versed in these women. All right. He said that 25-year-old women. So Sloan, what age woman would you date in the US based upon your expertise, sir? What is the ideal high value woman age for you here? If 25 is like a grammar school child to you. I'm keeping it up, Sloan, because you definitely sold into this thing, but you are a funny guy, man. I love it. I love it. He said, I got a roster in the DR. He said, I got a roster in the DR and Colombia, baby. Let's not play games. We not mincing words today. We not. We're not. I love y'all, man. This is fun. Okay. Y'all, Carlo, you laughing. I'm not the only one laughing. He said they can't make morning coffee. He said that's a problematic. Other countries, they get coffee beans from the farm. They making coffee from scratch. Women in the US can't even use a Keurig correctly. That's funny. That's hilarious. Okay. Papa Sloan. Come on, Sloan. Shoot or shoot. Okay. Y'all funny with me. See, look, y'all. he said, listen, I got a roster in the DR and Colombia. Don't play with me. I am well versed in these streets. Caribbean women, 25, mature. US, nah, ain't with it. His main chick in the DR is one age, or y'all do not play. Do not play with Sloan. So Sloan, would you consider yourself a passport bro? Or well, you a passport man. You're not even a passport bro. You a passport grown man. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So I had to have a little fun. Choose a woman who wants you more than money and status. When you are valuable, you are hard to find anywhere else. She can find money in other places. She can't find a you. So be of high value. Rudy, I think that that's a beautiful thing that you're saying. I think that when a woman is, it's very hard today, and I think that that's where we have to, the work that I want to continue to do is really for women to understand the value that a man brings. That's what's missing, right? I think men are saying, listen, we're not settling down and we're not really sure. We haven't seen many women of value. So when we meet a woman of value, we like, it's too good to be true. I can't believe it, right? So I think that where the missing link comes in is I don't know if I need to have like a high value network dating or something. Like, I don't know if it's like high value women, Proverbs 31 women, and I vet the women out and it's like a dating site or something. No, I don't know what we do for us to find certain women besides me putting out content about how to find or what not to settle down for. because y'all, you choosing the wrong woman, you choosing the wrong, like both parties, relationships are one of the most important decisions that you make in life. Okay. And if you are choosing the wrong person, I would argue that you're making a disastrous mistake. Disastrous. Because it's a consequential decision. So many factors play on if you come home to a place of peace. Do you know how many dreams, how many thoughts you can reach if you came home to a place of peace? There's a lot of men that ain't coming home to no peace. They coming home to destruction, arguments, combativeness, defensiveness. And women, the same thing. Women are not coming home or finding men of value either. And it's like there's this like missing link. And I want to figure out in this time, how do we bridge the gap? But yes, Ruby, I think being of high value is doing the best you can with what you have. That's what I think high value is, doing the best you can with what you have. So I love that, Rudy. Thank you. Angelica want to know, Sloan, where you at? She want to know where you at. Michael says, I found that having a roster woman takes too much work. I would rather focus on my business. Okay, now here's the thing, Michael. I think that that's true. I think having a lot of women would be a lot of work. I mean, by myself, I'm a lot of work. So I can't imagine having a lot of women, but again, to each his own. Some men feel like they can balance a lot of women and get work done. And that's amazing. I think that there's other men that like, nah, I don't, having too many women, too many emotions, they're saying too much. I can't really get into that. I get that too. There's a lot that comes with it. He said, it's 8:13 in Florida. Time for me to shower and go chase women. Oh, Lord. You don't have to go out and chase women until it's like, what time? Okay, if it's 8:13 here, which is 8:13 where I'm at, wouldn't you be out at like 10? Neil Gordon, thank you, sir. High value is being true to yourself. Thank you, General County. So I listen to you all day and night. Not chasing the money. High value women and men both have standards and want that peace. And the belief is that they can treat the other as they want and will be treated. I agree. Charm is deceptive. Oh, girl, come on. She put in Bible. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting. But a woman who fears the Lord will be praised. I thank you, God's Royal Rose, because at the end of the day, I think that there's some things. I know, being a praying woman myself, you can pray. You have the power of keep your household in a certain way. And I want to get to my video on the Proverbs 31 woman, because I think that that's very important to get into it. We got to get into it. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I don't want to do that. Y'all, I have so many shorts. Let me go through all these shorts. But I want to go into the Proverbs 31 woman, because I think that there's a couple of them I have on here, but I think that it's just about getting on the same page. Let me find it, because this is a long time ago. And y'all, I forget how many shorts I put on here. Okay, here we go. I found it. Okay. Oh, no. Where? Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right, you guys. So I'm going to show this video. real quick. Let's get into that. Let's get into it. Share screen. We're going to go right over here. We're going to watch this thing right here. This is fun, y'all. I feel like I'm doing a PowerPoint. Okay. And play.
Of the Proverbs 31 woman, according to King Solomon, the best woman that you could be with. She's hardworking and productive. She's reasonable. She's wise and understanding. She's compassionate. She's classy. She is kind. She is valuable. She's impressive. The Bible calls her praiseworthy. She's motherly. She's nurturing. She's scarce. There's not many women like her. The Bible calls her fruitful, meaning that she's an asset to your life, not a liability.
Come on.
She not only takes care of her own health, but she takes care of the health of her family.
That's right. That's right.
And last but not least, she's beautiful, but she doesn't put it out there for other people to see. She's classy, but she's a beautiful woman. All right, y'all. I'm going to give you the characteristics
one more
of
time,
the
y'all.
Proverbs 31 woman. According to King Solomon, the best woman that you could be with. She's hardworking and productive. She's reasonable. She's wise and understanding. She's compassionate. She's classy. She is kind. She is valuable. She's impressive. The Bible calls her praiseworthy. She's motherly. She's nurturing. She's scarce. There's not many women like her. The Bible calls her fruitful, meaning that she's an asset to your life, not a liability. She not only takes care of her own health, but she takes care of the health of her family. And last but not least, she's beautiful, but she doesn't put it out there for other people to see. She's classy, but she's a beautiful woman.
All right, you guys. So I'm going to stop sharing that. I'm going to stop sharing. Let's get back into it. So that's what I have defined as the high value woman. If you guys have gotten my ebook, if you haven't gotten it, it's about the secrets of the high value woman. And I define Proverbs 31 woman as a high value woman because a lot of what men, based upon what I've read, even in our community chat, what I've read here, it falls in line with the Proverbs 31 woman, meaning that King Solomon was on to something, right? And so I want to keep the conversation going because I see some chats. I see, okay, Red. Okay, I see Sloan. Sloan got some more to say, y'all. Let's get to it. When I was younger, I made my money and didn't have many women. My roster is 20 to 25. After, boned, more snatch in my 50s and all decades combined. USA women I don't deal with on any age. Why would I? Too much risk, immaturity, and most are overweight. Sloan, Sloan said he made his money when he was younger. And so he didn't have many women while he was building. And then when he started building, his roster is between the ages of 20 and 25. Boned and more snatch in my 50s. I'm assuming that means he slept with more women in his 50s than all his decades combined. And he don't deal with U.S. American women at all. Sorry, Angelica. That's what he said, y'all. That's what. So, thank you, Sloan, for sharing that. I gotta. Sloan put a lot into it, so I thank you, Sloan, for the super chat. They said, "Oh, boom, that's Sloan, aka Rocky." So Solomon, let's actually talk about that because I think that that's a great perspective, you guys. Okay, and in the chat, if you guys see, there is the guide to the high value woman, secrets of the high value woman that I wrote, and so I hope you guys can click on it, and then you be a part of my email list. What's up, Caroline? But I think that Solomon had a roster and he said all is vanity. I think that Solomon warned men about a specific kind of woman, right? In Proverbs 7, he talks about I'm going to go there, y'all. I'm going to go Bible on you guys. Proverbs 7, he says this. I'm going to look it up. Okay. Let's go. Proverbs 7. He says, my son, keep my words and store up my commands within you. Keep my commands and you will live. Guard my teachings as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and to insight, you are my relative. And they will keep you from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words. At the widow of my house, I looked down through the lattice. Okay, so moving down. Then out came a woman to meet him, dressed like a prostitute with crafty intent. She is unruly and defiant, and her feet never stay home. So that's the three first characteristics of the woman that you should not be with. Unruly, and defiant, never content to stay at home. She's now in the streets. She's got a husband. So she out here married, moving around. So she got a man, but she's still moving around. And so she's in the streets. Okay. And so she's a seductress, right? She uses her sexuality to get what she wants from men. In addition to that, she ended up, what else does she do? So now sons, he says, now then, my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Do not let your heart turn towards her ways or stray into her paths. Many are the victims she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chamber of death. Okay. So the point is that we choose the wrong woman, like Solomon said, which is exactly what Solomon ended up choosing. He became the biggest example to choosing the wrong woman, taking you completely out of purpose. He ends up saying at the end of his life, I could have been way more successful if I had chosen the right woman. I ended up going for what I warned y'all about in Proverbs, and my story is a testament to it. Okay. Work on the relational aspect with God. If we are basing all our values on things that are material, we will only attract a material woman. Neil is speaking facts. Thank you, Neil, for the super chat. I will say to you that when you have to worry, this young lady said it perfectly. I think her name is Olivia. What you lead with, you have to watch, because it can be abused. You will be abused for what you lead with. Right? If I lead with money, I can be used for money. If I lead with trips and vacations, I could be used for those things. If I lead with lifestyle, I could be used for lifestyle. So you have to be careful what you lead with, because it can be what you use for. Same thing with women. You lead with sex, you could be used for sex. You lead with your sexuality, you will be seen as sexual. Like, I see you as a sexual being. I objectify you. We all have to be mindful of how we present ourselves, because that what you lead with, you can be used for. And this kind of woman is manipulative. They do say she knows God, right? But she's not following God's commands. This is a woman that is unruly. She's defiant, meaning you can't tell her nothing. She's someone she's a seductress, so she leads with her sexuality. She's manipulative. And she's using her power or her seductive abilities to lead this man into sin. Because back then, if you were, doing any type of adultery, you could be stoned, right? You could be killed for sleeping with another man's wife. Her and you could die together. So she's literally leading you to the bed of death. And so you have to watch. Okay, I'm attracted to her. And that's what he led with, was his attraction to her. Not understanding her values, not understanding her morality. It ends up, what Solomon says, leading down to the chambers of death. And guess what happened to Solomon? Followed a woman. Unfortunately, started worshiping her God in a way that God was not okay with. but he thought he could play God. So he ended up building an altar to his God in the same area where she was worshiping her gods instead of doing it the way that God had instructed him to do it. And it ended up being the downfall of his entire regime. So anyway, y'all, sorry. But anyway, long story short, stoned to death. Come on, Supreme Jules. He did Adam. Absolutely. These wolves ain't playing. Watch for Adam's apple. This is true. So again, I say that you guys, what we have to do, okay, 1 Timothy 2 verses 12. The Bible teaches men how to choose a wife and teaches men what women not to choose. Exactly, Ruby. It's the way I look at the Bible is the best instructions. Best instructions to live life well. It's an instruction manual for life. It's not a rule book. It's an instruction book. It helps you make certain decisions. Okay, if you want to live life well, here's how you go about it. And no one in the Bible was perfect, right? Everybody fell astray. Everybody had their things, but still, that was part of the whole thing. Was about choosing the right partner, especially for a man. When it came to a man and his purpose could always be derailed by a woman, i.e., let's go into Samson. Choosing the wrong woman, King Ahab, choosing the wrong woman can absolutely derail you from purpose. And so it's very important for us as women to find men of good character and understanding what that is. But number two, for men, because you guys are the controllers of relationships, you guys control access to relationships, making wise decisions about pursuing and expressing you're attracted to women of substance, and making sure that you're not so much your values are aligned. And I know that a lot of guys were saying that it was about, not being rejection and things like that was keeping them from wanting to pursue women because they don't want to be rejected. And I get that. I don't want to be rejected either. So it's about us trying to figure out, how do we get over not being rejected? Is there a way that we can say, hey, I'm interested in you, but I'm not going to go, let me know? Like, how do you get over the fear of rejection? Because I think you can look at it like, okay, no means next opportunity. That's how I've learned to look at it. In fact, I'll show it next. The text in Proverbs 31:1, the advice was given to her son by his mother. It is a woman giving the future king extremely important advice. I don't know what Sirach 25:22 is. I don't know what that scripture is. Sirach. I don't know what that is. She needs to not only align with you now, but she needs to align with where God is taking you, the vision he gave you. Very good. Very good. She needs not only to align with you now, but she needs to align with where God is taking you, with the vision he gave you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's the thing. That's why we have to utilize our spiritual relationship in discerning character, because we can get so caught up in what it looks like right now. What it looks like right now may not be what you need in 5 or 10 years, So that's that. Exactly why I say I do not chase. Why would a man chase when he has the key to marriage? SMH, men got to do better. Respect yourself, my man, and be careful with who you choose. Rudy, exactly. Men, I'm going to say to all men, Ecclesiastes. Oh, why'd you just call it? Why did you call it Sirach? Okay, I'll read Ecclesiastes 25:22. Okay. I haven't heard it as Sirach, but Ecclesiastes 25:22. Let's get into it. It says, wow. Okay. There's not 25 books in Ecclesiastes. There's 12 books in Ecclesiastes. Oh, 7:26. Okay, let me see. Okay. I find more bitter than death the woman who is a snare, whose heart is a trap, and whose hands are chains. The man who pleases God will escape her, but the sinner she will ensnare. Wow, Luis. Wow. Says, who's a snare, whose heart is a trap, whose hands are chains. The man who pleases God will escape her, but the sinner she will ensnare. Stay prayed up, y'all. Oh, okay. Well, y'all just taught me something. That's new. I never heard that before. I thought I knew the Bible, but y'all telling me you teaching me something different on this live right now. Yeah, I still got a lot of learning to do. I still got a lot of, I think with the Bible, there's never not enough. Like there's always something new. Always something new about the Bible that I find out. So I would say that again, you guys, and I don't want to keep you guys forever. I really didn't think I'd keep you on for an hour and 30 minutes, but you know your girl gonna keep talking. Okay, that's one thing that I will say. Let me get the new comments. Why? Well, Paul, to be honest with you, because of his grace. Because of his grace. His grace is why he decided to do that. If you read the beginning of the Bible and the Proverbs and moving forward, it talks about how God is grace and mercy, and his love is not failing. He is slow to anger, quick to forgive. And so I think that he decided to save people like us because he loves us. He creates. And so there's a certain level that of complexity that we may never understand, but I'm living proof that he exists. That's just what I got to say about that. Proverbs 5. Proverbs 5. Let me see. Proverbs 5 for us before ending the live. Okay, I'll read Proverbs 5. Rudy, I will read Proverbs 5 for y'all. We turn this, I don't know if y'all are familiar, but I used to do a thing called Miracle Monday on ID, and this is turning into a Miracle Monday. Okay, but it's fine. Okay, it says, warning against adultery. My son, patient to my wisdom, turn your ear to my words of insight, that you may maintain discretion and your lip may preserve knowledge. For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey. Okay, for the lip of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave. She gives no thought to the way of the life. She gives no thought to the way of life. Her paths wander aimlessly, but she does not know it. Now then, my son, listen to me. Do not turn aside from what I say. Keep to a path far from her. Do not go near the door of her house, lest you lose your honor to others and your dignity to one who is cruel. Lest strangers feast on your wealth and your toil enrich the house of another. At the end of your life, you will groan when your flesh and body are spent. You will say, how I hated discipline, how my heart spurned correction. I would not obey my teachers or turn my ear to my instructors, and I was soon in serious trouble in the assembly of God's people. Drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. Should your springs overflow in the streets, your streams of water in the public squares, let them be yours alone, never be shared with strangers. May your fountain be blessed, and may you rejoice in the wife of your youth. A loving doe, a graceful deer, may her breast satisfy you always. May you ever be intoxicated with her love. Why, my son, be intoxicated with another man's wife? Why embrace the bosom of a wayward woman? For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and he examines all of your paths. The evil deeds of the wicked ensnare them. The cords of their sins hold them fast. For lack of discipline, they will die. For lack of discipline, they will die. Led astray by their own great folly. Wow. Rudy, come on. Come on. That's it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Appreciate listening to you on platforms, YouTube, Instagram. Amen. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Well, y'all, I am about to close out. I think we've had a really productive discussion tonight about high value women, about why we're not pursuing, first defining what a high value woman is, and B, why what's the lack, what's the in between of not pursuing her, and then going into like we need to be pursuing her, because if we were pursuing something else just because we're not in that space, we still are putting ourselves at a place where we're starting entangling ourselves with people that we shouldn't be entangled with. And the Bible warns against that. And of course, you guys, outside of the Bible, we can see just by in culture, okay? When men choose the wrong woman, what happens? We've seen it. We've seen how that can really go left. We also have seen on the other side, when women choose the wrong man, what happens? Things go left, right? We have to be discerning and wise. I think we have to make better choices in our partners. We really, really do. Because again, it can lead us so far astray. Money is not everything. Every dollar ain't worth making, period. Deuteronomy 31:6. You know that be strong and of good courage, fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, he it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. You know that I have this verse tattooed on me? Known, unknown. I actually have that verse tattooed on me. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Come on, they're not letting me off here. They're not. Like, I'm telling you, I'm like, y'all don't want me to go. Y'all don't want me to go. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, he it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Now, you know, guys, I'm not, I didn't come on here to do Bible study, but I did want to say that at the end of the day, I think men, you guys don't understand how important it is, the decisions that you make, right? Men, you control the access to relationships. Women are watching who men are choosing. And so I think a lot of young women are seeing what they see high, quote unquote, high value man or high value men choosing, women that aren't virtuous, that don't appear to have any type of morality compass. And they're saying like, but that's not what you're choosing. You choosing this, but you say you want that. And so I think that you making certain choices as even on a public level really does speak more. I think more women would be encouraged to go for men, like to go about life in a different way if they felt like they could get the man that they want going that way. But I think that because of what society is showing us, it's making us think, oh, well, if we dress half naked and we post it on Instagram, we post it on TikTok, then the guy that we want or the guy that we're attracted or the guy we have a crush on, that's the guy who's going to hop in our DMs. So I'm going to keep doing that because that's what's bringing about the results with the girls I see online. And that's not what I want. That's what I'm trying to change. And I don't know how to change it because ultimately it takes all of us as a community to figure out how to make that different. I'm going to keep using my voice. I'm going to keep using my platform because at the end of the day, me going about things and doing videos, y'all, just my voice in my face and just trying to not like do like sexualize myself in that way, but just really it's about my opinion and my perspective. It's my mind that's going viral. I'm trying to send a message that a woman's opinion, her virtue, her morality, her compass, that is attractive and that I want to see more of. And so I'm glad we understand why men don't dare chase the women that they deserve. Because one, they don't want to be rejected. Two, they think that it's too good to be true. And three, it may not be the right time. They may not be ready to settle down yet. So I'm glad that we have really like uncovered this in this live. And so I think that we just got to go on other lives and talk about more about how and what and why, all those things. But I think we have absolutely covered the topic that we have assigned to ourselves today. So anyway, guys, it's been fun. I had a blast. I'm going to be going live. I'm going to be going live every week, guys. We're about to do this every single week. I'm going to find a day that I'm consistently going on so that we can do this. But we're going to be, from this point forward, now that I got my little microphone, your girl going live every week. Okay, so get used to seeing me. Let's pull up. Let's have a good time. If you drink wine, get the wine. Thank you, Scott, for that. I appreciate it. Please not on Fridays. Okay, Dennis, it won't be Fridays. Y'all comment, put on the community tab what you would like to hear me talk about. Even guys, I do reaction videos. Please tell me what reaction videos you want to see me do. Okay. And Rudy, I will. I think that we should let's go up and bring to talk. I think that we should do that. So if there's guys that want to come up and talk with me and we can go back and forth, I would love to do that. So let's give me some ideas. Let's try to make this as fun as possible. Because I enjoy talking to y'all. This was a lot of fun. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I love y'all. Again, thank you guys. We done made it to it. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And no, Ed, we're not doing it. Yes, okay. All right, you guys. I love y'all. You guys have a great night. And I will see you guys next week. Okay. We're going to be talking about something again. Love y'all. Have a great night.